Now let's talk about inserting charts and inserting hyperlinks. So if I want to insert a chart and I want to do a chart about the different wages that an accounting student would earn, what I would do is I would insert a new slide. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this one with the title and content, because one thing I have not shown you is what these are here. This is an easy way to insert a table, insert a chart, smart art, pictures from your file, clip art, or your media clips. So all I would have to do is click on this, insert a chart. If I didn't have this, I could also go up here to your insert tab and go over here to charts. So it's whichever way you want to do it. But I'm going to insert a chart. First thing you do, just like in Excel, you decide what type of chart you're gonna select. And I'm just going to do a 3D cluster column chart. And I'm going to click OK. And what happens here, look at what happens. PowerPoint and Excel are now here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my Excel here. So this is with a certificate. And I can say here, wage. And say with a certificate, I could normally average somewhere around 32,000. Okay, with an associate's degree. You see here on this side, on the left side, how my chart is changing. And there's my associate degree. And say an associate degree would earn me 40,000. Whoops, not 400,000, 40,000. And then we've got the bachelor's degree. And say my bachelor's degree would earn me 60,000. So I really don't want to use these two columns. So I can delete these columns. Delete those columns. See how my chart changed? And category 4, I'm not sure that I'm going to use that yet. So I'm going to delete that one too. So now I've got my chart. And now I can close my data area here. Just close that. PowerPoint opens up completely now. Now, if I should decide that I want to change something here, I click on the chart, right click, and I go to edit data. And what happens? There's my Excel again. Okay, so that's how you're going to edit it. I can also change the chart type. I can rotate it, do whatever. I can format the chart area. Remember here, I can do a color, border color. I'm going to do it as a solid line. And what color do we want the border on that? Well, we've got blue. So you see that's a very thin line around here. So if you want it larger, see, you can always make it larger. You know how to do that editing from Excel. I can do a shadow on it. And I can do a good size shadow here. And I can make the color of my shadow the dark blue. And of course you can't see much here from this style. You also should remember to always do your, you should always add your titles. So make sure to do all of that as you're working with your chart. And you can go over here to design, and also there is your, if you go to your chart tools, you can do the same thing. You can do your layout, and there's where you're going to do your axis titles. There's your chart titles. And I can move it around. I can change it. Ooh, I can't get rid of that X. There we go. So there's the wages based on education. Well, I don't like that fitting down like that. So I really need to change my chart title, and I need to do it above the chart. Now it's a little bit better. I need to put my axis titles on if I want to change my legend, if I want to change any of my colors. It's just like you see all the same thing on the chart. The last thing is a hyperlink. I can insert a hyperlink, but you see it's grayed out here because you need someplace to put the hyperlink. So the first thing you have to do is insert a text box. And I'm going to draw a text box down here. Now if I go back to insert, I can click the hyperlink. And if I know the web address, I can type it in here. Otherwise, I can click right over here. I can browse the web. I can go out and find my website, Fresno City College homepage. And now here I'm going to get my address. So I'm going to copy that address, and I'm going to go back over here to my PowerPoint, and I am going to paste that address in here. And I can change what I want it to say. And what I could do here is I could put here Fresno City College homepage. And click here. You see how it says this here? Now I can always change my font to make this stand out better, or else I can also move it up here on the white. Now it stands out. You can click on this and you're not going to be able to access that hyperlink to that page. But if I go down here to my PowerPoint presentation and I click on it, it takes me right over to the home page. The Fresno City College homepage. You can see it. It's coming up. And it's taking a while. My computer is slow. But anyway, it does come up to the home page. So that's how you can add hyperlinks to your presentation. You can also add hyperlinks. You can add a hyperlink to a place in this document. So if you get to this point and you want to go back, to slide 2, now what happens when you click that, you'll go back to slide 2. So that is charts and hyperlink.